Welcome to RT Today, where we bring you Middletown High School's announcements for the week ahead, a wrap-up of what's happening in the news last week, and more. This week's show is brought to you by
Middletown Sportsland Incorporated, the place to find all your sports needs. Located on 108 West Main Street in downtown Middletown.
Let's go to Sophie Weinstein with a look back at This Week in History.
In This Week in History, on March 1st, 1936, the Hoover Dam was finally completed. This project took around 5 years to make, even though contractors were allowed 7 years to complete it. The concrete arch dam is 726.4 feet tall from the rocky foundation and weighs over 6 million tons. The dam affected the economy in many ways, most importantly allowing farmers to receive a dependable amount of water in Nevada, Arizona, and California. The infamous dam also provided irrigation and flood control and gave many cities a source of electricity, leading to industrial development and population growth. That's your look at This Week in History.
Now let's hear about this week's birthdays with Calvin Salser.
A happy birthday this week to Sophia Ganley, Alexander Garcia, John Hoover, Grace Lastikis, Braden Beard, Kaylin Klein, Meredith Stewart, Ella Troxel, Nolan Dan, Thomas Hardinger, Lance Kirkpatrick Jr., Ian Person, Zachary Martin, Ethan Miller, Phoebe Parker, Sophia Kaleda, Hannah Lapadula, and Daniel Tipsword.
Now let's go to Kaylin Zanlow with this week's announcements.
Middletown High School's Picture Day for juniors, sophomores, and freshmen is coming soon. Photos will be taken by LifeTouch in a safe environment adhering to all required safety protocols, and more. Photo Day will take place during the regular school day for Cohort A on Tuesday, March 9th, and Cohort B on Thursday, March 11th. Virtual cohort students will be able to sign up for afternoon sessions following school on both days. To purchase photo packages in advance, go to mylifetouch.com and enter the code EVTVKF9Q6. More details about safety protocols, sign-ups for afternoon sessions, and how to order photos will be coming soon in the MHS newsletter and Find Out First. These photos will be used in the yearbook, but it is not required to purchase a photo package for a portrait to be taken. Details about makeup days and retakes will be released after the scheduled photo dates. Attention, current 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students interested in attending the Career and Technology Center next year. The last day to request a virtual shadow day with CTC is Friday, February 24th by 5 p.m. You can go to the CTC website to request the shadow. Log in using your FCPS user ID and password without the app myfcps.org after the user ID. If you have already shadowed and would like to apply, the deadline to do so is Friday, March 5th. Attention college-bound seniors. The deadline to complete the free application for financial aid, also known as the FAFSA, is Monday, March 1st. This must be completed before then in order to qualify for financial aid at most colleges. Speaking of financial aid, there are many scholarships listed in Naviance right now, including many local scholarships. These include scholarships from the Middletown Lions Club, the Burkittsville Ruritan, Middletown Amvits, the Fordham Lee Poffenberger Fund, the Frederick County Farm Bureau, MVAA, and the Frederick Health Auxiliary Scholarship. Go on to Naviance now and start applying.
Thanks, Kaylin. Now let's find out what's been happening in the rest of the world. Here's David Turner.
In recent news, last week on Wednesday, the FDA approved the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The efficiency of the vaccine and data from the clinical trials has met the requirements to be authorized for emergency vaccination use. It also appears to be more efficient during the initial test, even against the South African variant. The trials and data collected indicate that we may have another vaccine available within the U.S. soon enough. Governor of New York Andrew Cuomo has faced bipartisan disapproval over the recent weeks due to a scandal involving his administration covering up nursing home deaths related to the COVID-19 pandemic, along with ongoing allegations of sexual harassment committed by Cuomo. New York State Assemblyman Ron Kim has led Democrats, the governor's own party, on a push jointly with Republicans to strip the governor of his emergency powers given him during the pandemic and possibly impeach him. Politicians outside of the New York State Assembly have taken to inquiring into Cuomo's actions, with Democrat Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez calling for a full investigation and House Republicans on the Oversight Committee moving for a subpoena for the government to testify before them. Emma Cornell Aspario, the wife of Mexican drug kingpin El Chapo, was arrested at Dulles International Airport last Monday for international drug trafficking charges. She is currently in custody without bail and she awaits her trial. Up next is Emma Kufta telling us what's happening in the world of arts, entertainment, and celebrity.
French music duo Daft Punk has split up after 28 years. Daft Punk produced music from 1993 to 2021. Thomas Bangalter and Guy-Manuel de Cristo announced their separation in a YouTube video titled Epilogue. The 78th Annual Golden Globe Awards took place this past Sunday, February 28th, through a virtual ceremony hosted by Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. It was the, quote, first big televised event of this weird award season, unquote. Safety precautions were taken through the entirety of the ceremony. American drama series Gossip Girl, which ended in 2012, has officially announced a reboot. The reboot features a completely different cast with different storylines. Original writer Kristen Bell will return to the show, and rising actress Emily Allen Lind will star. HBO Max has confirmed that the production has begun and the show is set to debut this year. Let's go to sports, where Grant Baker catches us up on what's going on and off the field.
Todd Gibbs, grandson of former Washington Redskins coach Joe Gibbs, won his first NASCAR Xfinity Series race at the Daytona Road Course for his grandfather Joe Gibbs' racing team. Todd Gibbs is the third youngest first-time Xfinity Series winner at 18 years and 4 months. The Philadelphia Eagles traded quarterback Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts for a 2021 third-round pick and a 2022 second-round pick that would become a first-round pick given Wentz plays 75% of the snaps or 70% of the snaps in the Colts make the playoffs. Wentz was benched for the Eagles' 2020 second-round pick, Jalen Hurts, after struggling throughout the year, and Wentz is looking to have a fresh start. He will be reunited with his former offensive coordinator, Frank Reich, who is a head coach now in Indianapolis. Golfing legend Tiger Woods was seriously injured in a car accident on a steep roadway in Los Angeles on Tuesday, February 23rd. Woods underwent several hours of surgery to repair significant orthopedic injuries to his lower right leg and ankle. He was on his way to film a show for Discovery with NFL quarterbacks Drew Brees and Justin Herbert. Woods was deemed not under the influence when the car crashed.
Thanks, Grant. Finally, Rebecca Carroll shares with us some words of wisdom.
The word is dignity, and at its root it means worthiness. When people act with dignity, they behave in ways that demonstrate self-worth, that show they value themselves. When we behave in ways that are undignified, there can be lasting negative effects. A good example is posting undignified images online. These images may get some attention for a while, but could eventually damage your reputation and your sense of self-worth. After all, when you post something online, that material could be viewed by others continuously over time. It could still be online when you apply for your first job, or for a scholarship or an award. It could be viewed by teachers, parents, or faith leaders. So before you post something online, stand back as a person with some dignity, and ask yourself if what you are about to post reflects your true value. That's it for RT Today. Make it a great day. Or not. The choice is yours.